All right. But probably by the title, you already have noticed. Uh, I'm gonna show you a way how to charge disposable vapes and even refill them. This is take two because turns out this one already had just went out of our realm and the battery has given way. By charging it, you basically get an extra day or two, because the battery is not supposed to be charged, but if you're in self-isolation like me, or want to get a bit more use out of this, I think mainly what happened, we overcharged or the battery and fried the circuitry in there. Anyways, so here's another one. This one also discharged a week ago, just about. This is the place where the juice goes. You can easily refill it by removing this small lid. Oh, I went out of the shot. This small lid goes on top of here, basically attaching directly to the inhaler here. My hands are slippery from the juice that has leaked. Motherfucker. Anyways, this is a 370 milliamp battery. This is just a small LED on the bottom that indicates are you taking a toke or the battery is about to die. There's not much about this. These two red wires connecting are just connecting to the vaporizer inside, which is, well, vaporizing your juice. You can add only salt-based, juices here, basically salt, vape juices. Juices basically that are just liquid, and you cannot add those gooey sticky ones, otherwise it will just burn the cotton. So first things first, you disassemble it. Basically what is, like, it comes packaged like this. It's not supposed to be opened. My lovely girlfriend here showed me a way how to open it easily, which is just with teeth, you pull it back and it pops open. You can use any tweezers like these, for instance, and just pull some of the components out and everything will come out basically neatly packaged. To get to the main circuitry, if you want to recharge it, you have to remove this yellowish tape, which is around here, but be sure to put it back. I already had placed at first in there without it, and the light went in jagged, and we couldn't even see if I was taking a pull or not. It's getting stuck to my fingers. So this is a regular Android charger, which was of no use for us. I don't even remember where we got it. So what I did, I cut off the main connector on the top, left the USB port, bent back the white and green. It could be any other color except red and black. Red and black are the plus and minus wires, which every phone device uses for charging. These two wires are for data transferring, or even if you are streaming music through a USB cable. Basically, you take it, connect it to electricity. Be very careful to do this, because you might get shocked. Yesterday, first time I was trying this on this one, that's why I said I might have burnt the fucking battery. I sparked a small spark when I, by accident, attached plus to both plus and the minus of the battery. So, we have already charged up the battery a little bit, but basically what you do is connect the red wire where the red wire is and the black wire where the black wire is. It's a kind of a tedious process because of the soldering. but you'll probably find a way which is more comfortable for you. Puff bars come in many different sizes and all that. So some batteries are more flat, so you can basically stick some tape to it and like not hold it with your fingers. But basically, even now we added a fair bit of charge. This converter gives out 12.7 watts of electricity, and this battery basically has, well, volts, and this battery has only 3.7 volts. That's why you also don't do it for too much. So let's say you charged up your puff bar, you added juice to it. So the first thing you do is put back this tape, which holds basically the light in place and doesn't make the wires too flimsy, so you can put everything back together. Inside you won't see in the camera, but there's a small shape how the light is supposed to go in there. Then you slide everything in there, slowly, and this is the most recommended pose in the assembly where you could fill up your juice. Nothing is gonna go leaking or anything, just a couple droplets on the sides where the cotton is. And that should be completely fine. Then you add this on top. For us, a bit of juice has leaked. I don't know if it was because of incorrect holding, or did we toss it in the bed too hard, or was it tossed on the table? I have absolutely no fucking clue. Anyways, put this back on. Oh, you can see the juice on my fingers. Have to wipe this. So a blue light should come on when I take a toke. Of course, I'll have to take a toke a bit harder, just because we disassembled it. Anyways, the light tends to also not come on after disassembly. I'll try to take a toke a bit harder. I literally sucked some juice in my mouth. If the light doesn't come on at times, it might also be just how you placed it in, or how you removed the whole thingy. But alright, removed it with my teeth. Gonna show the disassembly process. Alright, so we took out this part, and taking everything out. And this is how it comes out. The same simple, neat, fine package, basically. We can give it a bit more charge. I'll try my best on giving it a stable charge for a minute or two, and explain some of the reasons if it might not work. Yeah, with a phone charger cable, the wiring is quite flimsy. Anyways, you basically hold it on the soldering. Some of the things that might be an issue whilst charging, and let's say it doesn't light up. It is a disposable vape pen after all, so the battery is not supposed to be charged. But let's say you charge it. The first error, either it was held for a bit too long and it needs the battery to rest a tiny bit, which sounds kind of stupid but has worked for us. It's the stupid thing sometimes. Or there was a little too little charge, or sometimes the light just has been placed incorrectly in there, which doesn't allow it to light up, or at least see that it's been lit up. For us, sometimes the light has not not turned on, but we could do some thick-ass clouds after charging, especially with the Coke flavor, which we have on the side, which battery we killed. And of course, a fair warning, whilst charging, don't overheat the battery. It's a very, very shitty thing to do, because it can inflate and possibly even pull a Samsung Galaxy Note move of blowing up whilst charging. This tape got stuck to the table, so I'm gonna put it over the wires so it kind of sticks in place. And whilst charging, you might notice that the battery warms up a bit. In this instance, if it warms up just a tiny bit, it's nothing too bad. Phone batteries tend to do that. All right. You'll be, once again, check how the light is supposed to go in there. In this instance, it's actually supposed to go in here like this. Why are you turning it around?
It's supposed to be around.
Check, wait, hit the camera. You can see yourself by the formation of the mold. You put it in. If you want to fill it up, then once again, you fill it up, put this lid back on, and make sure it's securely sealed. Otherwise, yeah, you should hear those sounds. Otherwise, it will leak. You put this back on fully, and put this on top. Alright. And let's try to take a pull now, after giving it a bit more charge. And there we go. We have fully charged, not fully, but we have charged a disposable vape pen. It basically works for anything that you can basically disassemble. But be careful, of course, choose the correct wire and the correct charge. You cannot directly connect it to 220 volts and expect it to work. It will actually blow up in your hand and cause a lot of burns. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and hope your self-isolation or quarantine gets better.